again, this is Sin, and welcome back to my channel, Stampin' Munchkins. So today I'm doing a design team member project from Taylormadecards4U, and I'm using the Sweetheart Pocket Journal Digital Kit. Everything will be linked below, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy early Valentine's Day. Thanks, let's get started. You can see on the screen the project we're making today. That's the front of the card, and this is the inside. All right, let's go. Let's get started. This is how you get how you shop for your digital kits. Everything will be linked below, and I put digital kits as my filter on the left. You click on it twice to see what you're getting. And this is the one that I chose, the Sweetheart Pocket Journal. And I'm just showing you what it is. I printed these on Nina Classic Crest Solar White in 80 pound. And there's 10 sheets that I cut out. I did resize them to fit my needs. And that's the nice thing about the digital kits. And being a design team member, I got to choose for December which one I wanted to use. And this is the kit that I chose. And right now, Monica Taylor from Taylormadecards4U is having a 50% off sale. So I don't know how long it lasts, but go check it out. These are also some of the things that I'm using for my project today. So I printed this pocket journal out, and I'm going to be cutting it out using my X-Acto knife and little quilting ruler. This is my tools of choice for cutting straight lines. And I flipped it over because I wanted the next one, the next pocket, to be on the right side when you fold it. So I'm using my negative and seeing where I want it to go, and I'm just tracing it with my pencil. This is a pen that has multiple tips, and I used my pencil and I cut that out. So you can see this one is on the left, and I flipped my template over so that I could have it on the right. And after I cut it out, that's what I got. And now I'm scoring it, and this one is scored correctly. But this one, I make a mistake. I score it where it stops on the, where the image stops, but that is wrong. I was supposed to score it where the creases, or where the flap ends. So I'm redoing it, and it's okay because it will be covered. And the inside, you could see I have that image on the inside, and if you don't cover it, it would show. But I did cover it, which you'll see in a little bit. So I'm using my Teflon bone folder to make the creases sharp. I make a couple mistakes in here. So now I'm measuring it so that I know what size I need for the inside, and I'm cutting it, I believe, 4 by 5. Yeah, 4 by 5. And then I used the pink paper, the gradation, and I made it slightly oversized so that I could cut off the excess. And now I go through all the elements that I want to include, and I just cut them apart. And I do use my small Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer for this cutting. I like to use my big trimmer for just card bases and things like that. But for these small ones, I like using my small trimmer. So I cut them all out, and I am going to be using these like conversation heart sentiments. So I'm using my Tombow adhesive roller, and I'm just adding the pink background paper to the inside, and I'm putting the darker on the top. keep flipping it over to see what I liked better, but I decided to go on the top. You can see there's a little overhang, so I will use my trimmer to cut that overhang off. And I do use a trimmer for this instead of scissors, if at all possible, to make sure that it is straight. So there's my makings of my journal pocket. Now this is mistake number 2. I put the glue on the wrong side, and you can, I was like, oh shucks, I can see that little corner. So I just take it apart and then put the glue where it's supposed to be on the inside. And you can see that the pink paper got kind of messed up, but you won't be able to see it because it'll be covered with that little triangle flap. And now the same thing. I'm using a really strong double-sided tape because I want to make sure that it stays nice and strong. So I'm auditioning what I want to put on the inside. So I was gonna put these square, which I think I would have liked it better if I used this one, but I changed my mind and go with the flower. So now I am making my card base with my Concord and Ninth sea glass, which I showed in the beginning of the video. And I'm going to be attaching that, and I'm doing the front of the card with the same paper. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. So it shows the sea glass has a small border. And I'll be using the flower rectangle, which is what I'm going to use on the inside too. So I am gluing it flat, the pink flat to the front, and then I'll use my foam tape to attach the flower element, and I'll also use my foam tape for the sentiment. And I called it love notes because I'm going to put a bunch of little notes on the inside. I'm using my creative corner to make sure that it's straight, and my foam tape is a little wide, so I cut a sliver off, and I'll bring the creative corners again. And now I'm going to be putting the inside using that strong double-sided tape again. I'm going to put it all over. And I do have it a little bit on the bottom because that was where my mistake was the first time. And same thing. And you can use that template over and over again. So I will keep it on the side where I have a folder of templates, if you want to make any pocket journals for any future projects. So this is a really simple project. It is a card that you could give to someone, and they could use those little love notes to give to someone else. But I'll be keeping this in my craft room. I made little marks so I know where to put my adhesive, but I really didn't need to do that. And I just erased it after. So just make sure that you don't put adhesive on the where it goes towards the pink, or else it'll you glue it shut. So same thing, just putting tape on 2 sides so that we could use that pocket. Oh, and then because I wanted it to line up straight, I just lined it up on the left side and closed it so that it's perfectly aligned with the left. Now I'm going to be using those sentiments and just putting it on each of these heart squares. And I just chose random quotes. I really like that it has so many different sentiments. So I just randomly put it on every single one. And I'm also going to put it on some of the elements that I have on the inside. So February 14th. And I stuck those love notes inside. And I put the square ones on the left, and now I'm going to put I love you on the left, and the right will say forever. So this is, again, a quick project. I really enjoyed making this, and it was really simple. And I have this little pocket note journal forever. I can give away, I can write things on it and give it away. And I'm adding a little shimmer now to the butterfly and the flower so that each page has some kind of little shimmer to it. But that's it. And again, it's a place where I can put my little love notes, and I could write something on it and put them in little places for my husband to find, or my girls. I used to do this when they were little and put them little love notes in their lunchbox. But they're grown up now. But no matter how old you are, you always want to see how much someone loves you, right? And writing something is, I think, the most sweetest way to show your love for someone else. So these are little quotes that come with it, and I would write something on the other side. But so I just love this kit. It's so nice. There's so many elements, and see, I love it. So I hope you enjoy this project. Again, this is my design team project for December, and everything will be linked below. And you guys hurry up and go to Taylormadecards4U.com because she is having a tremendous sale. So here's my finished project. So this is the front and the front again. And that Concord and Ninth sea glass just fit perfectly with the mint colored of the kit. And this is the inside. So I hope you enjoyed it. Here's another video you might like, and a card making playlist. And as always, click on my face to subscribe. Thanks everyone. Aloha.